If a man had the provision, if men had the money, if they didn't have to lie about it, if they didn't have to say, yeah, I make all this, I got, if they didn't have to lie about it, we would be fine. It's all because the dollar has been devalued to the point that nobody can be a provider anymore, and it takes two parent households. It's all just so they can make more money. They're geniuses. Like the powers that be are geniuses by sending us against each other.
Well, here's the thing. There's men that lie. My mom has told me stories about dudes that she met that had all designer, and then she goes to their house and they don't have furniture. But again, if it was 100 years ago, most of the time those women would have to bring that man and they'd have to be vetted. So again, it goes back to the fact that these women don't have men, or they're not allowing the men to help. I have a cousin. She's been sleeping around. I haven't. She doesn't check with me. I don't think she checks with anybody. And a lot of dudes that she's sleeping with are fucking fools. And I tell you from what I've seen, I would have told her that before it happened,
but they don't want to hear it.
But they're independent. They have the rights, and hey, they have the right to do that. So you have the right to fuck your life up.
Mm-hmm. No. It's America, freedom to do whatever you want, guys. Even destroy your life. No. Let me think. What is something else that I want to talk to you about?
I mean, we got some things we don't agree on.
Yeah, definitely. What I want to know though, so a lot of the guys that like you're teaching all this stuff to, do you think that they have a career or the income to be able to go out of the country like you're able to do? Like, it's a great thing to be able to preach, to do what you're doing. It's really awesome that your YouTube got to the level that it's at where you can go do this stuff. But what about the guys who don't have that income, aren't engineers, or have the job where they can move out of country and still have a work from home type of situation? Like, what do you say to those guys to still help them? If they're never going to be able to leave the country.
Well, I'll tell you a couple things. I have a job list that I sell to people. And I've had a few people reach out recently and say they got hired for a job, and making $25, $30 an hour. You're living like, I think, in the top 10% of somewhere like Brazil, making $20, $30 an hour because there's a currency conversion. But hey, when my YouTube blows up enough, I'll raffle some tickets and buy them a plane ticket and say, hey, find a job and I'll pay for your plane ticket and don't come back.
Yeah.
But
so basically, like, the conversion rate makes it to where you can make only $20, $30 an hour and still do good there.
Yeah, well, it's just like you trying to tell Grant, Grant Cardone?
Yes. Yeah.
It's like you trying to tell him about his business advice. Well, what about everybody can't do that? I don't give a damn if they can do it or not.
Yeah.
It's my job to put the information out there. Not everybody is gonna do it. But anybody can get a $20 an hour job.
Yeah.
That's almost what you need now in the States. So it's possible. It's just, do these people really want to do it? A lot of dudes will just sit here and shame my channel and thousands of comments a week on my channel for doing this. And I don't know why it's men doing that, so-called men. I don't know. These dudes are weird. But I don't know why. I don't know. Anybody can do it.
Yeah.
Anybody can do it. I mean, if you could pack all this up and go to Brazil, and
yeah, you could do it anywhere.
After you get monetized.
Yeah.
After you get monetized and you.
Which, hey, shout out to everybody watching that are his people, helping me get monetized. I appreciate y'all. Thank you very much.
Absolutely.
No, thank you, dude. I just forgot what I was about to ask you. Something really good. I wanted to ask, what do you like whenever you do find a girl there, are you going to be like, I'll explain what kind of person I am in a relationship. In a relationship, I'm extremely a provider. I want to be able to do anything for my girl, period, whatever she asks. Are you the type of person where you provide everything for your woman completely, and you don't want her to work at all? You don't want her to do anything type of stuff? Only watch family, cook, clean, those type of things?
Yeah, and I tell the story a lot. The last girlfriend I had, she lived with me. I paid 100% of everything, down to the groceries, everything, and I couldn't get that motherfucker to wash the sheets. So, but the difference between me and an American woman is, I'm gonna do that same thing to the next chick. I'm just gonna pick a little better.
What if she asked you to do the dishes just one time?
Yeah, but this motherfucker was never doing the dishes.
Yeah, no.
It's different if she's been. You can get a day off from work if you've been showing up doing your job. But if you're always calling in late, your boss is not going to give you a day off when you really need it.
Yeah, no,
That's why I think business, like jobs and relationships, have direct correlation in that way. It's just like flaking on dates. If you flake, if you do a no call, no show to a job interview you want, that motherfucker's not gonna hire you.
Yeah.
So I'm not gonna hire you to even sit at the table and go on a date with me either.
Yeah.
You know, you no call, no show. That's rude as hell. You could at least told me you weren't gonna make it. That was off topic.
But I gotta ask: are the girls in other countries they don't ever do that shit? They never flake or anything like that.
I've never been flaked on outside the United States. Not one time.
That's crazy.
Now they're late, and here's the difference. A video I put up today. I talked about this. They're late, but the difference is they'll call you and show you, "Hey, baby, I'm still getting dressed." They just take a long time to get ready. But an American chick will leave you in the dark.
Okay.
If she's late, you'll know when she basically shows up when she shows up.
And like when you message these girls and you talk to them, can you tell almost instantly that they're not a high end escort that's just trying to talk to you to make money in some way?
I've been red pill since I've been 12, so I've been able to
You can
view
read it
that. The
immediately.
dudes, for example, there was a dude early days, it's like 2-3 months ago, in my Facebook group. He's going through a divorce. He's met some mail-in bride on some Colombian website, something I would not recommend anybody do. And he has her thinking that they're about to get married, and it's just a lustful thing. He's just thinking completely with his dick, and it's like
This is what happens when
you.
you think with your
So
dick.
when dudes
Don't
end
think with your dick, man.
yeah, dudes end up dating an escort. Sometimes, now I'm not gonna lie. Sometimes they can hide it very, very well.
Yeah, they won't ever reveal it.
Yes, sometimes they can hide it very, very well. But let's be honest, man. The majority of the time, these dudes, they're just they need to be red pill. But there has to be a balance. You can't be.
But they need to be smart when they go do these things, or like if they don't have a red pill mind, they can definitely get finessed.
If you go down there blue pill, it's over with. Yeah,
It's over
you're
with,
gonna
yeah.
get green carded. You're gonna get Western Union, all that.
Oh no.
Yeah, you'll be a clown.
Yeah,
Basically.
I've seen that a lot. Like I read these horror stories all the time, and it's really scary to me.